We can play another Ethereal Armor. We can play Sheltered by Ghosts. And we can get their Unstoppable Slasher, and that seems to be game over. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I am Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Jeskai Aurus created by a player named Danytlaw. It seems that it took 7 hours for him to achieve Mythic, so this is a really strong deck. And if you have enough wild cards, I believe that's a great idea for you to spend them to create this deck here. Because it's really strong deck. So before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my GitHub, and you can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import directly to your MTG Arena. Well, this deck here is a Jeskai deck, which means it's a blue, white, and red deck, and the only red card that we have here is the Pain for All. That's an amazing card that really makes difference in this deck here. It really helps us. And the other cards are just the normal blue and white cards that we use on a Azorius enchantment or something like this. I just made some minor changes here in this deck because I didn't have, for example, 3 copies of Entity Tracker. So I just used 2 Entity Tracker and put 1 Overlord of the Flood Pits, because it also allows me to draw cards when it enters and with attacks, and I can then discard some stuff that I don't need. But it's more or less what Entity Tracker does when you play an enchantment. You draw a card, and here when you play this creature you will draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. And also the impending cost is very similar to the cost that you have with the Entity Tracker, so it's not gonna be a real problem. And the other change that I made is that I removed 1 Sunbillow Verge and 1 Sacred Foundry, and added 2 Mystic Monastery here. Basically because the Mystic Monastery can add the 3 colors that we need. The only problem is that it enters tapped. But anyway, let's talk about the deck. The deck is mainly used with a lot of small creatures and enchantments. Enchantments aura in this case. So for the small creatures, we have here the Novice Inspector, we have the Spyglass Siren that has flying and it's a 1/1. And we have here the Regal Bunnicorn that says that Regal Bunnicorn power and toughness are each equal to the number of no-land permanents you control. And we have here the Entity Tracker, that's a 2/3 with flash, so you can play on your opponent's turn. And it has Eerie that says whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, you draw cards. And we have the Overlord of the Flood Pits that has flying, it's a 5/3, and it has an impending for cost of 2 blue mana and 1 mana of any color. And whenever this permanent enters or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Also, you must notice the following: the Regal Bunnicorn will get stronger with every enchantment that you play, and with, let's say, Novice Inspector will add +2/+2 on the Regal Bunnicorn. Why? Because 1 came from the Novice Inspector itself, and the other +1 comes from the token artifact clue that it adds on the battlefield. So you can really make your Regal Bunnicorn really strong and very fast. Also, we have the Spyglass Siren that does the same. When it enters, it will create a map. So also you will, when you play the Spyglass Siren, you will be adding +2/+2 to Regal Bunnicorn. So it will get even stronger. And we have here some enchantments as well that will help us to create very big threats with our small creatures. And what they are: first we have here Ethereal Armor. It's an enchantment aura that says enchant creature. Enchanted creature get +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. So basically we have tons of enchantments here that will help us to give a lot of +1/+1 counters to our creatures. We also have here Shard Mage Rescue. That's a protection spell that it has flash, just costs 1 white mana, and it says enchant creature you control. As long as this aura entered this turn, enchanted creature has X proof. Enchanted creature get +1/+1. So if your creature is being destroyed, you can use the Shard Mage Rescue to protect it. Also, we have here the Stormchaser's Talents. That's an enchantment class, and it will create a 1/1 creature here, token creature otter with prowess, and also it will add +2/+2 to our Regal Bunnicorn. It comes from our token creature and comes from our enchantment, because it will create 2 permanents when you cast the Stormchaser's Talent. The other levels will not help you so much because we don't have a lot of instant or sorcery cards on our graveyard probably, but you can find some of them. Let's say Into the Flood Maw. It's an instant spell that you may get if you have it on your graveyard. You can use the Stormchaser talent to get it back. So it will work like a spot removal. You can get some stuff back for to the hand of your opponent, basically. And we have here another protection spell that works pretty well with the Shard Mage's Rescue. That is the Restoration Magic from Final Fantasy. It's tiered, so you can pay 0 besides the normal cost, that's 1 white mana, that say target permanents gains X proof and indestructible until end of turn. If you pay 1 more mana of any color, target permanents gains X proof and indestructible until end of turn, and you gain 3 life. And also if you pay 4 more mana, 1 white mana and 3 mana of any color, permanents you control gain X proof and indestructible until end of turn, and you gain 6 life. So you can use it to protect all your creatures and all your enchantments and everything that you need. Also, we have Sheltered by Ghosts. That's another enchantment, and it will work as a spot removal. So it says it's enchanted creature you control. When this aura enters, exile target no-land permanent and opponent's controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature get +1/+0 and has lifelink and ward 2. So it will make your creatures a little more difficult to destroy because it has a ward 2. But imagine you have a Sheltered by Ghosts on a creature, and then you play Ethereal Armor that will add a lot of +1/+1 counters based on the number of enchantments that you have in game. And it has lifelink. You probably are going to attack and cause a lot of damage and receive a lot of life back. And if you are playing with the Feeder of Flight, that's another enchantment that you have, you can, for example, give flying to this creature here, to Regal Bunnicorn. That's already a big creature, and it is gonna be a flying creature, which makes it a little tough to destroy. It will give a +1/+0 to the creature here, to Regal Bunnicorn. And with Sheltered by Ghosts and even Ethereal Armor on Regal Bunnicorn, you can finish the game easily, attacking with flying, and hopefully your opponent will not have any creature to block. And with Sheltered by Ghosts, you will get life back. With flying, it will make the Regal Bunnicorn a little more difficult to block. Ethereal Armor will make it even more stronger, so it's amazing. And finally, we have here the Pain for All. That's also an enchantment aura that says the following: enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. So when it enters, it will work like a spot removal, but also you can use this card here to target your opponent, so you can give them that final blow, or the blow that you will need to deal before you attack with your creature and finish the game. And also you can use the creature enchanted with this aura here as a blocker, because whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. So basically it's like a nemesis that you transform your creature when you cast Pain for All. The only difference is that the Nemesis, you can choose the targets that you want to give the damage, and here you will always deal the damage to your opponent. And basically this is the deck here. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, great. Just 2 lands, but this deck here, it's a low cost deck, so it's not gonna be a problem. Let's begin with the Novice Inspector, and then we can play a Stormchaser's talent. Great, tapped land. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Okay. We can play now a Regal Bunnicorn. Let's attack. 1 damage to the face. You can sacrifice this creature, return target creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate only as a sorcery. Okay, probably they are going to mill a lot of cards and then try to reanimate them with Zombify or something like this, I believe. Shard Mage Rescue. Okay, can help us. But we should begin with the Stormchaser's talent. Let's attack. And we can use the Shard Mage's Rescue to protect the Regal Bunnicorn in case they try to destroy it. And we can play a Feeder of Flight on Regal Bunnicorn. Okay, I knew you would do something like this. Let's protect here. Okay, great. Now it's 7, 9, 10 damage. I believe that we can increase this a little more. The rest, okay, they are getting my Sheltered by Ghost, probably. Yeah, of course. Okay, this game is over, my friend. That's it. Let's play, let me see. Here. And let's attack. That's it. First game, first victory. Okay, we have 2 lands here. Creatures, 3 creatures, a protection spell, and a spot removal. Let's begin with the Sacred Foundry. Pay 2 life and play a Novice Inspector. Then we can play a Spyglass Siren and another Novice Inspector. Okay, +1/+1 counter, I can't block it. No blocks, okay. Okay, starting town. Let's take 1 more damage. And a Novice Inspector. Okay. Great. We can hold the Pain for All to catch them off guard as a surprise factor. Okay, it's not a problem yet. No blocks. I will not block. I can use the Sheltered by Ghost on their Agathas because they can keep getting the mechanics of the other cards. So it's gonna be a problem and putting on other creatures. Let's play the Sheltered by Ghost here on Spyglass Siren because it has flying, so it's gonna be easier to cause the damage. Okay, I will protect it. Great, now we get the amethyst. Okay, at least we are beginning to get some life back. Oh man, you have another Into the Flood Maw. No, it seems that you don't have. Okay, now I need to kill this creature here because it's getting too big. Let's play Pain for All. Let's apply here. If they try to kill my creature, again I can protect with the Shard Mage's Rescue. Okay, you didn't. Oh, it's just 1 damage. I always forget about this. I always forget. Okay, let's cause here. And let's attack with both here. And we have the Shard's Mage Rescue to protect the creature in case we need. If you attack me with the Marauding Mako, I can block just 2 damage to each creature. Okay. I can do what? I can only give +1/+1 here. So it's not gonna die. And I can cause damage on Marauding Mako. Oh no, I can't. Okay, let's take the damage. Novice Inspector. Let's try to pump it. Okay, Ethereal Armor is a great choice. We can draw a card. And we can attack. The problem is that they know that I have an Ethereal Armor on my hands. Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Let's take the damage from Screaming Nemesis. Let's block here. And let's hope that we have another enchantment. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Let's play Pain for All here. And cause the damage here, 2 damage. Now we play Ethereal Armor. And they are dead. That's it. Good game. One more game, one more victory. Okay, we can keep the first hand here. We have the 3 lands. Let's begin with Starting Town. And let's play Regal Bunnicorn on the next turn. And let's hope that they don't destroy it before I can use some protection spell. As they are playing with black, there's a high probability that they have some removal. Let's play the island. And let's take one more turn before we cast the Regal Bunnicorn. So I will have a mana available to play a protection spell on Regal Bunnicorn. Resolve, at least they are getting some damage as well. Let's play this Sunbillow Verge here and a Regal Bunnicorn. If they try to destroy it, I can use the Restoration Magic. Yeah, let's use the Restoration Magic. I don't have other creatures, so if I lose this creature here, it's gonna be a huge problem. I will not block. They are going to take 2 damage as well. Yeah, now I can use another protection spell here. We can, let's say, use the Sheltered by Ghosts. No, I don't think so. Let's play a Feeder of Flight here and draw a card. And we have 1 mana open in case they try to destroy our creature again. Which seems that they are going to do. Yeah, Restoration again. I just have 1 creature here. Come on. Okay, another cards. And we can play Ethereal Armor and Pain for All. Okay, let's take another damage here. I think that's gonna be... it does not have flying. So we can play an Ethereal Armor. They can't block this creature. We can play another Ethereal Armor. We can play Sheltered by Ghosts. And we can get their Unstoppable Slasher. And that seems to be game over. That's it. 1 more game, 1 more victory. Okay, this hand is great. We have a mix of enchantments, creatures, enchantments. Let's keep 7. Hello, you. Let's play a starting town, and then we should go for a Regal Bunnicorn. Maybe they are playing with... let's see... I get lost. Okay, let's play a Regal Bunnicorn. And then we can use the Sheltered by Ghost on their Instance Channeler. Okay, we'll take the damage. There's nothing what I can do. Let's play this untapped land here. Let's play Sheltered by Ghost and get their Essence Channeler. But I will not attack. Let's just play this Novice Inspector. No attacks, okay. I will hold in case they try to attack me with the Glory Half Links. And I think that we can use the Pain for All. Well, I don't think that you have enough mana to destroy the Regal Bunnicorn, because it has a ward too. Get Lost needs 2 mana. Banishing Light needs 3 mana. However, I don't think that you have Banishing Light in this deck because it seems to be a life gain deck. So it does not make many sense. Okay, are you going to get what? Oh, you are going to get my Sheltered by Ghost. I see. Nice play. Okay, I will block here. Let's see if Sheltered by Ghost comes to me again. Great. I will get your Essence Channeler. No problem. We can play the Sacred Foundry here untapped. Let's pay 2 life. We can play another Regal Bunnicorn. And we can do what? Play a Novice Inspector. And let's try to get some life back. If you have another Sheltered by Ghost, it's gonna be a problem to me. And then I can play a Feeder of Flight on Regal Bunnicorn and a Pain for All to cause like 7 damage. Okay, Starfield Shepherd, no problem. I think that you play by the warp cost, right? Yeah, by the warp cost. Okay, just a +1/+1 counter. I need to destroy this as soon as possible. What can I do? Let's play Pain for All here. Destroy your Essence Channeler. Let's play Stormchaser's talent. And let's attack with all. That's it. And we can play the Feeder of Flight on Regal Bunnicorn. Unless they destroy it, of course. Yeah, it seems they want to destroy it, to exile at least with the Sheltered by Ghost or something like this. No, it was a Carrot Cake. Great. Sage of the Skies. Let's take 2 damage here, okay. Starting town, let's draw a card. Let's see if we have some useful stuff here. Okay, Sheltered by Ghost. When you cast this spell, if you have cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. Okay, let's play the Regal Bunnicorn on the Regal Bunnicorn here. Let's get this creature here. And we can attack. Probably you are going to protect with the bunny. You want one bunny. But I will get 10 life back anyway. Okay. Back to 21. Great. The best part is that every time you block this Regal Bunnicorn, you will get some damage. Okay, it's Sheltered by Ghost. I'm traumatized with Sheltered by Ghost. Come on, it's a tough call. Okay, this is not a really big problem. Back to 17. No, you already received life when it entered in the game. Yeah, just 1 life back. Actually, it was three life back. No, it's 3 life back when you sacrifice this artifact. Okay, let's take 2 more damage. Now we can play this land here. We don't have anything useful to get with the Stormchaser's talent. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we have. Sheltered by Ghosts. It's a great card. It's a great card. Let's play the Regal Bunnicorn. Thanks. Nice, thank you. And let's attack with the Regal Bunnicorn, the Novice Inspector, and why not with the Otter. Great. I will leave this Sheltered by Ghosts in case they get something more stronger. Like if they play the Starfield Shepherd, I can use the Sheltered by Ghost. Of course, on the other Regal Bunnicorn that I will cast on the next turn. But I hope that you don't have a Sheltered by Ghost. Oh, okay. No, you can't destroy my creature. My Regal Bunnicorn can't be destroyed. So, no problem. No problem at all. Okay. It's not gonna be enough. If you attack me, okay, you didn't attack me. So, what can I do? Let's play now it's a tough call. Let's play this Regal Bunnicorn here. A Sheltered by Ghost that we can get here. And we can, let me see, attack with the legal. Oh, come on, man, let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, we have some creatures, some enchantments, and 2 lands. 2 lands on the first hand is enough with this deck here. Let's play what? Stormchaser's talent. So we have a token creature. Okay, they are getting my token. Okay, let's pay 2 life here and play the Regal Bunnicorn. Geada, okay. Let's play this tapped Mystic Monastery here. And we can play a Novice Inspector. Let's attack. 4 damage. Well, I hope they don't destroy my Regal Bunnicorn. Okay. Okay, they are getting my bunny. Goodbye, bunny. But I didn't have a protection spell, so whatever. Ethereal Armor. What we can play here? I can play nothing for now. I will not attack. I will play the Entity Tracker at the end of their turn, which I can't get them off guard because both creatures has flying. They have flying. Both have flying. Let's take the damage. Whatever. Another Geada. Okay, let's play the entity tracker. Let's play what? An Ethereal armor will not help me here. Let's play entity tracker. On entity tracker, draw 2 cards. Okay, now I have another card here. We can play Stormchaser's talents. We draw another card. And now, I think that we should hold one open. Oh, I can't use the Into the Flood Maw. My bad. I forgot that's just white and red mana. Let's take the damage. Let's take the damage. I need some lifelink really fast. Okay, 2 Ethereal armors. What we can do? We can play an Ethereal armor. Man, that's hard. That's a hard decision. Let's play Ethereal armor. Okay, we draw another card here. We can play Pain for All. Let's destroy their creature. And let's hold. Let's attack here with both. And let's hold the entity tracker in case they try to attack me. Oh, I could attack with... Oh man, my bad. I need to pay more attention to the game. I could have had attacked with the entity tracker, so I would win the game on the last turn. But anyway, if they attack me, I can cause 4 more damage. Okay, what we can do? Let's see. We can play Sheltered by Ghost here. I think we still have a chance. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment. I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.